Hi, my name's Gareth Gaunt and this is my farm. I grow a carbon neutral crop in that my willow, when it grows, it absorbs carbon dioxide. It takes 3 years to grow and then when I burn it in my boiler, I release that carbon dioxide again. So it's cyclical and it's neutral. As you can see with the willow here, we've planted it in twin rows with a bit of a gap in between. We plant it just as a little cutting, a stick, that we push into the ground. And we do that with a step planting machine. And the machine actually rams the rod in and cuts it off. And does so, plants about 15,000 trees per hectare. So we reckon on this farm we've got something like 1.5 million of these willow trees. The cycle goes that we plant the stuff and 3 years later it grows to something like this sort of height. Then we come in with a harvesting machine, and the harvesting machine will harvest 2 rows at a time and just cut them off at the bottom, and the crop grows back. This is some of the willow that we've just harvested 2 days ago, and it's sitting in this big huge heap drying out in the sun. Most of the harvest goes off to one of the big power stations, Drax power station, to reduce their carbon emissions. But we use about 150 tonnes here on the farm to heat all the buildings that you see on the farm. We have several boilers and that saves us burning oil. The amount of wood we send into Drax allows them to reduce their emissions by 8%. And when they're the largest carbon emitter in the country, and indeed I think in Europe, it's quite significant. Work in the renewables sector is very important because I think the most important thing that's going to affect us all is climate change. And I think farmers have a very important role in helping to reduce climate change. I didn't always want to be a farmer, certainly that was not something that I wanted to be. I wanted to be a vet. Did all my A-levels, took a couple of years off, did a lot of work experience, and then went to university. Did 5 years work as a vet. It just happened by accident really that I ended up here on the farm helping my dad, who's now about to retire and I'm about to take over. And it's a very good quality of life here. The pay's pretty rubbish, the hours are very long, but as you can see the quality of life's fantastic. I live in a nice house, I work on an idyllic environment. I think living very close to nature does give you that sense of what is important in life. And it's certainly not money or things like that. It's quality of life has a lot to do with this job.